Hey Hamilton friends, it's Mrs. Sanders. It is time to check in on our friends, our caterpillars. So far, all 10 are still with us, and we're going to talk a little bit more about them today. So, let's get started. Let's turn our camera around and check on our caterpillars. All right, we've got the green team. Right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, up, and there's number 5. And on the red team, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and oh, there he is. He's all the way up on the top of the cup, 5. So we are on day number 4 of these caterpillars being at my house. Okay, when I checked in with you guys the first day, we were only on day number 2. So we're going to keep track of how long it takes these caterpillars to turn into chrysalises, and then how long it takes for them to emerge as butterflies. All right, so keep track. Now, we have a couple of questions about our caterpillars. So we're going to go to a picture on my computer about the parts of a caterpillar. Now this is a different type. This is a black swallowtail caterpillar, I believe. And so he has several different parts. He's got a thorax, which is kind of like his head. Oh, and he actually has a head. He's got an abdomen, and he has a bunch of legs. Now, insects usually have 6 legs. So when he turns into a butterfly, that's all he will have. He will have 6 legs. But right now, he has some extra legs to help them move around. They have about 16 legs on a caterpillar. So let's look back at our little friends, and we'll check on this guy in the green cup. See how he's kind of fuzzy looking? Now, caterpillars look kind of fuzzy because it makes other insects and some birds not really want to eat them. And remember what I talked about? They actually make some fuzz, some silk that helps them stay stable. So these guys, they look way bigger than they did 2 days ago, right? So they are healthy and growing, and they are eating that greenish brown nutritious substance in the bottom of their cup. Now, if these guys were out in the wild, if they were just, hanging out in our gardens, they would be eating all sorts of leaves and plants. They would be eating stuff like parsley or carrot tops or flowers or just whatever leaves and green stuff they would find. And I think that's pretty cool. Now I've got a couple of books that I'm going to read to you over the course of the next few weeks. So we're going to just start with a couple of pages from a book called A Butterfly is Patient by Diana Hutz Aston and Sylvia Long. We're going to read, like I said, just a couple of pages because we are talking about the caterpillars. So we're going to start, if I can get the pages open. Here are a bunch of different types of butterflies, caterpillars. See, they don't all look the same. There are a bunch of different caterpillars out there in the world. A butterfly is patient. We have a picture of a tree and some leaves up. And then we have a big, great purple hair streak butterfly egg. A butterfly is patient. It begins as an egg beneath an umbrella of leaves, protected from rain, hidden from creatures that might harm it, until the tiny caterpillar inside chews free from its egg case, tiny, wingless, hungry to grow. A butterfly is creative. A caterpillar feeds on leaves, eating so much that it must molt or shed its skin many times. It can grow up to 30,000 times larger than it was when it took its first bite. So here is day 1 of a caterpillar just hatched out of its egg. And here is what it might look like at 15 days. And then 21 days, 3 weeks. See how big of a difference that is between day 1 and 21 days, 3 weeks? And then on day 26, it starts hanging upside down. And then we get on to the cool part where it turns into a chrysalis and transform and metamorphoses into a butterfly. Once a caterpillar has eaten all it needs, it creates a protective covering called a chrysalis. Curled inside the chrysalis, it is growing wings. Now it's time for a metamorphosis, changing from one form to another. A butterfly is patient. And so are we. We're going to stop reading there for now. Now I will check back in with you guys in a couple of days and we will talk more about our caterpillars and see how big they've gotten. So until next time, we'll see you later.